Hey everyone, welcome to another Pawtato Land video. Today we're going to take a look at everything that's changed since my last video, which I uploaded about 3 weeks ago. The first thing you've probably noticed is that the map has been expanded. It's much bigger now, and there are a lot more mobs spawning on the map at the same time. In this video, I want to show you these new mines that the developers have added. Besides the mines, several new buildings have also been added to the map, and I'll be talking about those as well. On top of that, we now have different dungeons, also called mines. At the moment, there are 3 of them: Withered Shrine, Abandoned Mineworks, and Hallow Maw. Hallow Maw is by far the most difficult one, so let's start with the 2 easier dungeons first. First, let's find a hero we can use to enter one of these dungeons. I'll quickly equip some gear, give them a weapon, and assign a skill gem. To enter this cave, we'll need a night vision potion, which, if I'm looking correctly, I don't actually have at the moment. Luckily, the developers also added a new building, the Alchemist. This is where you can craft all kinds of potions, including the night vision potion that we need to enter this dungeon. I don't really want to wait 9 hours for it to craft, so let's check the market instead. Looks like there's one available for 19 Tato, which is only about 0.16, so I'll just buy it. Perfect. Now let's head back to the mine. As you can see, the entrance is now available. Once inside, you'll receive a special dungeon backpack. You can bring up to 5 items with you. Personally, I usually take stamina potions and healing potions. Every player gets 3 free attempts, meaning you can enter and leave the dungeon up to 3 times without losing your progress. Alright, let's enter. Here we are inside the mine. From here, you're free to choose whichever path you want. We immediately found our first treasure chest, and inside we got a warding potion. It works exactly like the night vision potion, except it's used for a different mine, which I'll show you in this video. This dungeon mainly revolves around fighting slimes. You'll encounter both normal and elite slimes from level 1 to level 3. As you can see, there's also a healing well, where you can restore your hero's health whenever necessary. Your objective is to fight your way through the slimes until you eventually reach the final boss, a giant slime boss. I'm not sure if I'll actually make it all the way there because my stamina is limited, but we'll see how far we can get. You'll also encounter traps throughout the dungeon. We actually just triggered one. These trap minigames can be a little difficult, but it's not a huge deal if you fail them. If you don't succeed, your hero will take damage. You can either use a healing potion or simply return to the healing well to recover your health. Alright, now we're fighting level 3 slimes. That one didn't go so well. As you can see, our hero took some damage. I don't want to waste a potion just yet, so I'll simply drink from the healing well, which restores us back to full health. As you can see, the mobs inside these dungeons drop the same loot as the ones out on the world map. The only exception is Hallow Maw, the large dungeon, which has its own unique loot. I'll show you that later. Unfortunately, I've already run out of stamina. Wait a second. I completely forgot that we brought a stamina potion with us. That means we can refill our stamina back to 12, so we actually have another chance to continue exploring. Let's see if we can finally make it to the boss. There it is. The purple icon means we've found Slime King, the dungeon boss. To be honest, I probably won't be able to beat him either. I've already cleared these dungeons with my stronger heroes, and this one isn't nearly as powerful. Still, I want to show you what the encounter looks like. We have 2 attempts left, so let's give it a shot. Nope, still no luck. That's all right. You get the general idea of how these boss fights work. We'll leave the dungeon for now. Let's pick another hero. I think I'll use this mage since I haven't tried this dungeon with them yet. I'll equip some armor and also add a +3 luck talisman. Just like before, we'll interact with the entrance. This time we need a warding potion instead of a night vision potion. Luckily, I already have 15 of them, so there's no need to buy another one. I'll bring a stamina potion along with a healing potion, and we're ready to go. As you can see, this dungeon looks a little different, but the overall concept is exactly the same. Your goal is to defeat the enemies and make your way to the boss at the end. There are treasure chests scattered around here as well. Nice. We got another night vision potion, plus a mushroom that's used for crafting vitality potions. That's actually a pretty solid start. I'll skip through some of these fights since they're not all that exciting. We're making pretty good progress. As you can see, the path ahead is glowing blue, which usually means the boss is waiting there. Before we can reach it, though, we still have to defeat this level 3 enemy. There we go. And yes, the blue glow confirms that we've reached the boss room. Let's watch this fight. Although if I remember correctly, this particular hero probably isn't strong enough to defeat it. Yeah. We took quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, there isn't a healing well in this room, and I don't really want to waste 3 healing potions just for this demonstration. So I think this is a good place to stop. I'll abandon this attempt because this hero simply isn't strong enough to beat the boss yet. That's basically how these smaller dungeons work. Now let's move on to what I really wanted to talk about. Hollow Maw. Before you can enter this dungeon, you first have to defeat Morito, a level 4 entrance boss. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate that boss fight right now because I don't currently have a hero capable of defeating it. However, I do have this knight who has already defeated Morito, but I haven't actually explored Hollow Maw with him yet. Before we head inside, I'm just going to repair my weapon at the blacksmith. There we go. Once you've selected your hero, simply interact with the entrance. Just like before, you'll need 1 night vision potion to enter. This time, however, you can bring 7 items with you instead of 5, which already tells you this dungeon is designed for much stronger heroes. I've got my night vision potion ready, along with a stamina potion, 1 greater health potion, and 5 regular healing potions. Let's head inside. And here we are. One thing you'll notice immediately is that the mobs here are completely different from anything you'll find on the world map. These are exclusive dungeon enemies, and they also drop their own unique loot. Hopefully we'll get a few drops so I can show you exactly what they are. You may have also noticed the mini-map in the top corner. Both the small and large dungeons have one, but the larger dungeons introduce another important mechanic, altars. Each altar permanently grants play 5 stat points for your current dungeon run. Which stat you receive is completely random, so every altar can give you a different bonus. To unlock the mini-map, you'll first need to craft a special bag. If your bag is legendary, you'll automatically see the locations of every altar as soon as you enter the dungeon. That's incredibly useful, because the more altars you activate, the stronger your hero becomes during that run, making it much easier to defeat tougher mobs and bosses. Just like in the smaller dungeons, there are also traps scattered throughout Hollow Maw. And we failed this one. That means we'll have to use a healing potion. Besides traps, you'll also find healing wells, regular treasure chests, and large treasure chests, which naturally contain much better rewards. Nice. We just received a bone shard. I'll explain what it's used for in a little while. These dungeon mobs can drop 2 main crafting materials: bone shards, bone plates. We just picked up another bone shard. There's also a small chance for enemies to drop skill gems, although those are much rarer. Here's another trap. and this time we successfully cleared it. Now we've reached our first altar. As you can see, it granted +5 strength. If we check our hero's stats, you'll notice that we now have +6 strength in total. 5 points came from the altar, while the remaining point comes from my iron talisman. Let me switch over to my main hero, who's already inside the dungeon. I've already cleared a large portion of Hallowmaw with this character, including both dungeon bosses, so unfortunately I can't show you those fights again. But if you look at this hero's stats, you'll immediately notice how much stronger they are. This is a level 5 hero, equipped with much better gear across the board. At level 5, you can also equip 2 skill gems instead of just 1, and that makes a huge difference. Honestly, with this setup, you can defeat almost everything in the dungeon without too much trouble. Right now, I'm using Ravage together with Heal, which is an incredibly strong combination. Now let me explain what the bone shards and bone plates are actually used for. Let's head over to the new buildings. This is the tailor, where you can craft the new armor sets. These pieces of equipment can only be worn by level 5 heroes. For example, let's take a look at this vest. Crafting it requires 15 bone shards, 5 bone plates, 25 bolt of linen. Bolt of linen is crafted from tattered linen, which drops from the wraith mob found out on the world map or in Withered Shrine. Let's also look at the leather worker. Here you'll once again need bone shards and bone plates, along with light leather. Light leather is crafted from leather scraps, which are dropped by the Ashhound mobs on the world map. If we inspect one of these armor pieces, you can also see the crafting probabilities. The game shows your chances of crafting an uncommon, rare, or epic version, along with the possible stat bonuses each item can roll. Let me show you one of my own heroes. I actually managed to craft a rare piece of equipment. This is the one I'm currently wearing. This is the rare piece I managed to craft. As you can see, it has much better stats than the standard version, so getting a rare or even an epic craft can make a huge difference. Of course, crafting higher quality gear is mostly down to luck, but if you spend enough time farming the dungeon materials, you'll eventually be able to build a really strong set. Overall, I think these new dungeons are a fantastic addition to the game. The smaller dungeons are great for newer or less powerful heroes, while Hallowmaw gives experienced players a much bigger challenge and much better rewards. On top of that, the new crafting materials, the tailor, the leather worker, the alchemist, the new armor sets, and the unique dungeon loot all add another layer of progression to the game. Personally, I really like these changes. They make the game feel much more engaging, and they give players something meaningful to work toward after leveling up their heroes. That's pretty much everything I wanted to show you in today's video. I hope this gave you a better understanding of how the new dungeons work and what kind of rewards you can expect from them. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss future Pawtato Land content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.